So tonight we hear from the sponsor of that bill. She'll tell us what transpired and what the next line of action will be. Senator Abiodun Olujimi joins us on the program tonight. The senator representing Ekiti South Senatorial District, a member of the PDP. Well, Senator Olujimi, I see a smile on your face. What does that smile mean, really?
I'm just amazed at the interest the bill has generated, because we thought it was a simple thing, but we now know that everyone is interested in the outcome. And if we go straight to what transpired, like someone said on the floor, lawmaking is a process. And we started the process by bringing the bill for first reading. And when we took it for the first reading, because of the problems of the 8th Assembly, where there were so many people against child marriage, against widowhood, against a few other issues, we decided to do wider consultation. And since 2019, up until now, we had been having town hall meetings, media meetings, meetings with clerics, with CAN, and all the sectors that should be interested in the bill. It was when we concluded and we brought a simpler version which took care of most of the problem areas that we decided to take the second reading today. However, like you said, some people are opposed to the title, Gender and Equal Opportunities Bill. They believe bringing equal into it is not the best. What we have set out to do is to get our dues whichever way we can. And so, on the floor, we decided we will change the title to Gender Equity Bill. But some of the senators did not also believe that that would be sustained. And so there was the back and forth. Like the Senate President also said, lawmaking boils down to the 109 senators who are in that room. People outside can contribute, but in the end, only 109 senators representing everyone will be able to vote on it. And that is where we got stuck, and we agreed that we will go further by meeting those senators and getting them to see reason why almost 60% of the population should be catered for. Because whichever way you look at it, we need to look after that sector. And also, like was said on the floor, it's not about anybody, it's about our future. It's about our children, it's about what we want Nigeria to be. Nigeria is signatory to most of these conventions, the CEDAW, the Beijing Declaration. Nigeria was a signatory to every one of them. Domesticating them has become a huge impossibility, which I believe will be broken this time around, because the insistence was not as bad as it was in the 8th Assembly. And so we believe that with a few tinkering, we'll be able to get it through. We're going to be very patient, painstaking, and we're going to ensure that we're diligent about it, but we're going to get it in the end, because it's for the benefit of everyone.
So
it
clearly,
is not about one person.
So clearly,
it is not
Senator,
about a section.
So for those who might be thinking maybe you're backing down, you're saying you certainly aren't backing down on this one.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
You know, in Yoruba, they say, Agutu feyinrin, Agbára ló lọ mú wa. We'll backtrack a bit. We'll go look at it. We'll talk to the people that we need to talk to. But,
Well,
Nigeria
Senator
must get
Olujimi,
it
for the
right.
benefit of our viewers,
Smaller
some of whom
countries.
might not understand the Yoruba language, would you want to translate that for them?
When a ram moves back, is to go and garner plenty of energy to face the next hurdle. And so
Right.
that's what we're trying to do. We'll go and do that. Nigeria is too big to be found wanting in this sector. Smaller countries have done that. Look at Senegal. They already have 46% female participation at every sphere of government. Look at Rwanda. Look at small countries like Burkina Faso, like Guinea. All of them are doing well.
So,
And
Senator
Nigeria
Olujimi,
too should be seen
pardon me
not
for
only as a giant,
pardon me for butting in. We have just about
wanting to do what is right.
Right. We have just about 5 minutes on this very important conversation. And, we wanted to actually get the other side, some of the dissenting voices. And we tried to reach out to one of the senators, Senator Yusuf. We tried to put a call through to him, try to send a message, but we didn't get a response as of now. So we do hope that we'll get, the other side perhaps to this story.
Conversation
So from
with
what
him
you said.
after the Senate.
Okay, so what was the conversation
with him.
about?
And he explained that he doesn't quite understand what we're getting at. So we'll go back there because the bill was sent to every senator. In fact, most of them had signaled to be co-sponsors of the bill. So we'll go and explain to those who don't understand it. And if equal opportunities becomes an issue, we're willing to change it. We're willing to change it for Nigeria, to change it for our children, to change it for our future. And that is the beauty of lawmaking.
Absolutely. And just to be clear, what those issues are. I mean, you said that you've consulted, and this is not the first time the bill is showing up in the National Assembly. So you've had time to really go over some of those, snags that it hit in the past, and you've tried to work on them, as you said. But I'm sure during this consultation process, you've had to speak with your colleagues. In general, how much support or otherwise did you get from your colleagues on this one?
The support was overwhelming for the first time. And the various groups also came in to see the Senate President and explained what the nitty-gritty of the bill. But it's tough for us to change the status quo. And if you really need to change it, you must be patient and painstaking. That's the route we're taking, and we'll get there.
So, Senator, for those who might not understand maybe why this bill is important, and I've heard different sides to this one, by the way, can you just tell our viewers just how bad is it for women and people living with disabilities at this time when that bill has not become a law? Just why is this very important? Because some will say, look at Senator Olujimi, for example. She has risen to the peak, as it were, without this law. And they wonder, why do you need this law anyway? So just how bad is it?
How many of us have risen? And that's what we're talking about. For 60% of the population, and in that Senate, how many women do we have? We're talking about leaving a legacy behind that will ensure that no party will discriminate against women. No one at any place of employment will discriminate against women. We also have elimination of discrimination in education, in employment, on grounds of marital status. Women should be free to give residential status to their spouses, just like men do, because that is not available even now. The bill also contains elimination of discrimination on socio-economic grounds and citizenship, and of course, widowhood. The bill is an all-encompassing thing that will give every woman everybody living with disability an opportunity to be themselves wherever they work. It also stipulates that a pregnant woman will not lose employment just because she's pregnant, whether you like it or not. That's what happens in many places of employment today. You find a lady gets pregnant and she's taken out because the job must go on. And getting pregnant is part of our existence. So this bill will be able to put that, situate that properly. Also, you have our young girls, they have done well, they are in employment. They cannot grow like the men. They will have equal opportunities. As long as you possess the qualifications, you will also be able to move pari passu with your male counterpart. That's all we're talking about. We're not talking about taking over, because most of the men mistake it to be, oh, the women will be bigger than us.
Well, Senator,
the women will now be equal to us.
Let me see if I can sneak this in.
That is not the situation.
Before we wrap up in about 30 seconds, you know, some of the objections spoke to the religious angle, saying that this might be against what Christianity, Islam, and what the books actually say. Do you agree with that? If you can do that in 30 seconds.
I do not. The reason being that we got clerics together on this bill, and they have worked for almost 1 year to put it where it is. We also got CAN to look through it, and they were all pleased. I think it's about personal understanding of the issue. And you see, like the Senate President said, only 109 people will vote on the bill. And so we'll work on them again, and we'll come back stronger, better.
Well, Senator Olujimi, I definitely wish you the very best on this one. At least for my wife and daughter and the women out there and people living with disability, we wish you the very best. Well, Senator Biodun Olujimi, Senator representing Ekiti South in the National Assembly, we appreciate your time on the program tonight.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
So that's our package, everyone. We're back tomorrow. I'm Kayode Okikulu. Have a fantastic night ahead.